Hi, my name is Randy Wimmer, and I'm frequently asked, what was my secret to success? And I have an unfortunate answer for most of the people who ask me that question, and that is, there is no single secret to success. However, I believe that there is a strategy that if you employ it properly, can lend itself to a successful career and launch of a successful company. And that is success by differentiation, or how to improve the probability of winning by eliminating your competition. In fact, that's one of the main reasons why I like the government contracting industry so much. And it's because 95% of U.S. companies choose not to pursue federal government contracts for whatever reason. And believe me, this just baffles me to no end. 95% of U.S. companies choose not to pursue trillions of dollars worth of federal government contracts. So by choosing the federal government contracting market as my industry of choice, I'm only competing against 5% of U.S. companies. However, it gets even better. Within the federal government contracting industry, the U.S. federal government earmarks about 25% of all of its spending, all of its awarded contracts to small businesses. So you don't have to compete against the Northrop Grummons, the IBMs, the Lockheed Martins. You're competing against companies just like you, new and small businesses. The federal government takes the Small Business Set-Aside program one step further to allow you to further differentiate yourself. And by differentiating yourself even further, you're allowing yourself to eliminate even more potential competitors. For example, some procurements are earmarked only for women-owned small businesses, others for veteran-owned small businesses. There's an opportunity to apply and to identify your company as a specific set-aside type. And when you bid on only those set-aside types, your potential field of competitor tremendously decreases. But even beyond this set-aside type and the set-aside program, you're able to further differentiate your company through corporate credentials. These corporate credentials could be ISO 9000, CMMI Level 3, or establishing a facility security clearance, which enables you to bid on classified contracts. Every single time you're able to garner an additional differentiator, you are further eliminating your competitive field on certain bids. You can even use your service offering or a unique product to further differentiate yourself from the rest of the competitive field. If you're able to perform a service or provide a product that only a very few people or companies are able to provide, then you are naturally eliminating your competition. That's what I did with Analytic Strategies, my first contracting company. Analytic Strategies, one of its very first service offerings that it provided was operations research. I used this strategy of differentiation. I was able to effectively eliminate my competitive field to 6 other companies that were able to bid on a contract that made me a multimillionaire. This contract supported DLA's, Defense Logistics Agency's Office of Operations Research and Resource Analysis. I was a service-disabled veteran-owned small business. I had a facility security clearance. I offered a service that only a handful of companies were able to provide. In fact, only 6 other bidders submitted a proposal for this contract, the contract that made me wealthy. I was able to employ this strategy down to compete against a group of people that included only 6 other bidders. That was like playing the lottery with a 1 in 7 probability of winning. Think about that. Would you go out and buy a lottery ticket if you knew you had a 1 in 7 chance of becoming a multimillionaire? Most people would. However, I still had to win the contract. So I had to write a winning proposal. And the strategy that I used to write a winning proposal was just like the strategy I used to neck down my competitive field. I used differentiation. I developed a proposal writing strategy that enabled me to differentiate myself and win against companies that were much larger and much more competitive than I was. I was a one-person company, and I won because I differentiated myself in my proposal from my 6 competitors. So this strategy works. I not only used it to penetrate this market to win my first real prime contract, but I used it to penetrate other industries such as the intelligence community. I won a $35 million prime contract using this exact strategy. So again, it works. I hope this helps. Thank you.